Yesterday was cloudy. It was still beautiful. The snow's beautiful. But today is sunny. It's still not supposed to get above freezing. So it'll be interesting to see what melts. The stuff on the houses should melt off. We're going on almost a week of snow. Very close, like 6 days maybe of snow. I think it started with Saturday night. Maybe. Ice at least did, right?
Yeah.
Ice. Didn't the ice start Saturday night?
Maybe. I can't remember.
Benefits to having a smaller homestead, especially one that's in the middle of a suburban neighborhood, is that everything's really close to the house. So now we would have things set up differently if we lived in a climate that got weather like this all the time, but we don't. I mean, at the most it usually stays around for a day, 2 days, 3 days, but we've never had it stick around this long that I can remember. And so we would have things definitely set up differently, but we don't. The weather's not that bad here for the most part. We have pretty mild winters. So the snow's a minor inconvenience as far as taking care of animals goes. When we need to get warm water, or water that's not frozen at least, the house is just a few feet away. Also, the cool thing is we've got the chicken coop here, which is where the chickens are, the rabbits there, and then the goats there. And what's neat about all of that is if I spin around here, there's windows right there to my house. Those are our living room windows, and then the windows underneath are connected to our kitchen. And so we can look out from the comfort of our own home to make sure that our animals have what they need, or if any animals stuck out in this weather or looks extra cold. For the most part, all the chickens have stayed in the coop, and the goats have stayed in the barn, and the rabbits, we threw a tarp over their hutch because their hutch is the least protected of everything that we have, or the least, I won't say secure, but the goats pretty warm, or the goats are pretty warm inside of the barn, and the chickens, because of the deep litter method, are pretty warm inside of their area. And we have had no frozen eggs despite our temperatures reaching down to 0 in these past few days. So yeah, I may not have a lot of land like most, I think, people who have a homestead state of mind dream of, but I have a small portion of land, and I can still do all of this on here. And on days like this, when your southern blood is not used to these days, you can get out here pretty quickly and take care of everything, and it's not so bad. It's also great in the summertime when it's like really, really, really hot. But that's enough talking for me, because I'm gonna go inside and warm up. So bright. If you've ever been snow blinded, it's a big deal, because I have been. I don't think I'm gonna get so much here, but I've experienced it once, and that was horrible. Yeah. So we're out here because the sun's out and it's actually warm, and the chickens have been cooped up in the coop for days.
They're waving to you.
Oh. The little girls are waving to us. See them up there? Say, hey, little girls! They're supposed to be cleaning in a room, but they get easily distracted. So what we're going to do, Olivia's got some mealworms. We have one chicken out, Lydia, because the girls have cleaned out the rabbit cages and dumped the bedding back here. So there's some like sunflower seeds and alfalfa pellets that the chickens eat, or the rabbits eat. So Olivia's going to get in here, and she's going to force the chickens out and get them out in the sun. So that'll be fun.
They've been a bunch of Oh, she's considered.
Sorry, I cut Olivia off. What did you say?
They've been a bunch of lazy teenagers and they need to get out and do things with their life.
No, I don't want to go. Go.
Come on. Through the door. Nope. Nope. Okay.
They're scared of the snow, I think is what they are. Hey, cheeky cheekies. Look. So she pushes them all out and they start going back in. It's so funny. Like, what's going on? I mean, we tried to give them a little treat of some mealworms. Some of them are eating them. They do not like the snow. It's so funny. Alright, we gave the chickens a treat. Can't forget the rabbits and the goats. It'll be equal opportunity. Here, get that tarp off. It's nice and warm. Get these. Hey, look! I have some oats for you. So the cool thing about the rabbits and the goats is they pretty much have the same diet. Look, I know y'all like these. There you go. Alright, the goats hey, they really like these oats, by the way.
Cool.
So they don't like the wet oats, but they like the dry oats. Alright, I'll take some, put it over here in the trough. Just a nice treat. Right, Roscoe? Alright, that's really good to know that they like the dry oats, so they can have a nice treat. Shake up what they normally eat.
You know, with animals, you can tell how old they are based on how far apart their little feet are.
Oh, really? So how old are they? I mean, judging off of that, I know you know how old they are.
Oh, I have no clue how to tell. I just know that the wider, the older.
You think I have more?
Oh, sorry.
Do you think I have more oats? I know. Yeah. I'm the bringer of treats. Yes. Oh, I know. You're just the sweetest little goat.